Hello everyone, welcome to Rapid Syntax. Myself Shubham Agrawal, and today we will be solving second question of today's Leetcode contest, which is find longest special substring that occurs thrice. First question. Now you are given a string S that consists of lowercase English letters, simple string दी है, which is termed as S. Okay. Now, a string is called special if it is made up of only single character. It should consist of only single characters. ABC is not special. Okay. And triple D is ZZF. These are all special strings. These are special strings. Okay. Now, return the length of the longest special substring of S, which occurs at least thrice. So, my special string should occur at least thrice in that string S. Otherwise, I need to return -1. If it occurs at least thrice, then I need to return longest special substring. Okay. So, a substring is a contiguous non-empty sequence that which we know. Okay. So, let's see the first example explanation. So, in this question, we have been given four consecutive A's. Okay. So, in this, we have been given, we can find out three consecutive strings of having length 2, like this double A. This is one consecutive string. This is another consecutive string and this is another consecutive string. So what we need to simply do is we can find out all the special strings, right? Special substrings, and uh, keep uh, keep track of count of each special substring, and later on we will be finding uh, it later we'll be finding the longest substring among those, right? So it is a simple brute force approach to solve this question, and it will be working because the length of a string is 50, right? So because we need to find all the substring of a string, we need only n square time complexity, and here the length is 50, so it is possible to do it in this manner. So let's start using brute force and solve it. Write the code for this. N10 is equal to s dot size. So first of all, we need a map to store all the substrings, right? And keep track of the count of each substring. So string comma and right. So we have a map. So first loop I is equal to 0, I less than I plus plus. Now for loop int j is less than n, j plus plus. Now let's define a string str here, which is my substring of s. Okay. Now what I need to do is str plus equal to sj. So it will give me all the possible substrings of s, right? Sj. I can also find the substrings of s using three loops. Like for from j can be this, and now using another loop from I to j. So that will be simply wasting my time complexity, nothing else. So I'll be storing here only, right? So mp str, I can say plus plus, right? But what I need to do is, uh, we have been told that substring should be a special string. We are taking care about special substrings only. So in order to remove all other substrings, we need to remove them. So if j is not equal to I and n, because if j is equal to I, then we do not need to uh, check anything. But if j is equal to j is not equal to I, then we need to take care that s of j should be, if it is not equal to s of j minus 1, then we'll break it here, because simply we do not have same characters, it means, right? Sj is not same as its previous character, then we'll be simply breaking it this position and start finding the my substring from another index, right? So it is as simple as that. Now, what we need to find? We need to find maximum length. So int res can be initiated from -1, because we need to return -1 if in case we do not able to find any substring which is present at least thrice, right? A special substring. So let's iterate on the map. After iterating, first index will be giving us the string, a substring, it dot first, and another second will be giving count how many number of times that substring is present in S. So this is this. Now, if my count is greater than or equals to 3, then I can consider this str. Now the length of my str is len is equal to str dot size, right? So I need to keep track of res is equal to max of res comma len, because I need to return the longest length of a string, uh, right? With whose count is greater than or equal to 3, mm, which can be simply said as at least thrice. At least thrice means greater than or equal to 3. Count should be greater than or equal to 3. So finally return this and it should work. Let's try it running using on example test cases. Yeah, it's working fine. Yeah, let's try submitting it. Yeah, it's done. Okay, very good. Now let's talk about its time complexity. What is its time complexity? So it is pretty simple. Here we are using two loops. So it is big O of n square, or we can say big O of n into n. And now it is, here we are iterating on the map. So it is simply big O of n, which will be added to big O of n square. Ultimately, it will become big O of n square, right? Now, let's talk about the space complexity of this problem. What is the space complexity? We are simply using a map, okay, uh, to store the all the substrings. So, how many substrings are possible from a string? N square substrings are possible, right? So, space complexity is also, in the worst case, it is possible in square. Otherwise, it will be a very smaller number in this case, because we are not storing all the substrings. We are storing only special substrings. So let's consider the worst case. So in worst case, the time space complexity of this question is big of n square. So this question is done here, and third question of today's lead code contest is about optimization of this question, because in that question constraints are very high, so we cannot use brute force over there. So I'll be solving that question in next video. Until then, stay tuned. Bye bye. Take care.